My name is Adarsh and I work with Amplus Consulting. This is consulting based out of Delhi. So what Porterprise is doing is basically bringing the competitive landscape out in the open and helping analyze that how does the new companies and the companies which have been there for quite some time, how do they look at the Indian markets, the consumer behavior, how are they looking at the various trends, pricing, product differentiation. They're looking at all those aspects and they're discussing it. And because it's a sort of competitive event in itself, companies come up and talk about how they are doing their thing better. It's coming out in the open. So a lot of other companies would understand it is going to bring about therefore a lot of maturity. A lot of hidden things would come out in the open, and that means that competitive advantages would be gained and would be lost. Okay, so I think that the single most important factor to make it competitive is really about people skills. I think in India we are more of a middle class driven society. We think that once you have a job and that's the end of the story. So we really don't innovate. We don't go at the bottom of the skills. We don't create enough amount of new concepts in the market. And I think for you to be globally competitive, you have to create and redefine market spaces than to just meet requirements. Well, I think at this point in time, because owing to the global recessions, owing to the factor that a huge amount of the Indian population by demographics is moving in a specific age group, I think it is more about consumerism. I think we are at a place where the basic ethos of the Indian society is somewhere not so prevalent, and we are moving more towards the Western world. So competition, if you ask me, is more to do with consumerism today. And you see a lot of US companies and Western companies flocking into India, and Indian companies are innovating but not at the same pace. And we are just trying to be very protectionist about it, is what is getting reflected in a lot of protests to retail FDI and things like that. So competitiveness in India really cannot be redefined immediately. I think it is over a period. It has to really go with the social fabric. It's not just an industry thing.